Hello everyone, and welcome to Taking the Stairs. So today we're going to take a look at the counterclaim. So you may recall when we were talking about writing an argument that the first thing that you need to do, of course, is to have a clear position. And thus far in this project we have created a clear position, and then I've got you to come up with two reasons, and you selected evidence for those reasons. You went back to your introduction paragraph and you used a hook, a creative hook, and a bridge to connect it to your thesis. So we got those three down. And then since then, you've created two paragraphs for each of your two supporting reasons. So you see over here over my shoulder and over here over my shoulder, we have your two supporting reasons. So at this point, you have a pretty good argument. You have a clear claim, and you have your two reasons supporting you, so you're almost good to go. But what you need now is counterclaim and refutation. As you may recall, when we're talking about a counterclaim is basically, what would someone say if they were to argue against you? What could that person possibly say? So this is what I want you to think about when we talk about the next body paragraph of your essay, which is where you're going to identify a counterclaim and then refute it. So what you need to do is think to yourself, okay, I have a clear claim, I have my supporting reasons. If someone were to argue against me, what would that person say? And that's the key here. You need to anticipate what someone might argue against you. So if you look on the assignment I posted along with this video, what you will see is I've connected these concepts in the document. So the first thing that I'm asking you to do is to identify what would someone argue against you. And when you put this into your paragraph, you can say something a little bit broad like, some might argue, or many people argue, or some studies have shown, or parents may think. And as you can see here, all you're really doing is setting up, there is an argument against you, and then you state what that argument against you is. And what you need to think about when we're talking about an argument. So this is your counter argument. Before I had a Diablo figure, now we're going to use this can of sparkling water. So you have someone else's argument. You have your two reasons over your shoulders supporting you, and now this person comes along and they're like, hey, you're wrong. And what you need to do is go, I'm not wrong. And drink their water. You need to then prove that person wrong. So if you look in the assignments I posted on Google Classroom, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. You're going to identify what someone would argue against you, and then you need to then prove that person wrong. And that is the final key in the lock of your argument. Because once you have made your point and then you prove what someone might argue against you is wrong, and you have evidence to prove why what they're saying is wrong, then you just have locked in your argument. You have covered your reasons, you have anticipated someone else's reason, and then proven that person's wrong. And you drank their drink. There's anything more delicious than winning an argument. It's taking someone else's argument and just sipping it. And that's what I want you to do for your last body paragraph of your essay. So everyone, thank you for joining me so far on Taking the Stairs, and I look forward to reading how you plan to combat the counterclaims of others against your arguments and refute them perfectly. Sweet counterclaims.